with that being said, let's stay positive and let's start with the good things that we saw from week one. Obviously, when you're talking about good, you got to start with Josh Allen, and that's probably an understatement. You probably got to start with great. What a Sunday night game we saw. I just mentioned week one kind of being sloppy for a lot of teams. The Baltimore Ravens and Buffalo Bills both looked like they were in mid-season form, at least the offenses. I'm sure the defensive coordinators had plenty to chew on this week, but as a fan of football and somebody that didn't really have a dog in the fight, I did have Buffalo money line, but at the end of the day, it was kind of just about sitting back and watching two of the best quarterbacks go at it, and two teams that I do believe are going to have something to say about the about the AFC when it is all said and done. Josh Allen, 240 yards, in the fourth quarter. Incredible. Erased a 15-point deficit twice, I believe, in that fourth quarter. Obviously, Derrick Henry fumble is going to be something that is talked about, and a lot has already been talked about the 4th and 3 for, the late game decisions. I'm going to save that for the bad because I do have some thoughts there. But on the other side of the good, look, might just be me right now, but Raider Jim is here in spirit, and this pod is undefeated. Both the Raiders and the Eagles get wins opening night, or I should say opening week. Eagles got theirs opening night. Wasn't without drama. That'll be in the ugly side of things, so we'll get into that. But congrats to the Raiders going on the road, cross country. Pete Carroll getting his first win in the silver and black. Wanted to shout out the Raiders going across country, getting the win. And of course, the Eagles as well, but I think that was more expected than the Raiders, with all due respect to my friend and colleague, Raider Jim. I think he would even agree on that. And finally, speaking of good, and this is in the form of a question, is Daniel Jones good? Wow, what a performance. I'll put my hand up. I was very, very wrong about what we were going to see at Indianapolis. I didn't think we were going to see greatness out of the Dolphins by any stretch of the imagination, but I still felt like they were better than the Colts. And wow, was I wrong. The Dolphins, that is a tailspin that is hurtling towards dangerous territory. I don't know the odds on it, but I have to imagine Mike McDaniel has to be the odds-on favorite to be fired first in the NFL. It's a bad look right now in Miami. I think Mike McDaniel is a very smart offensive mind. Unfortunately, look, the players coach side of things, it looks good, but it's only good if you're winning. But back to Daniel Jones and the Colts. This is a team now, if Daniel Jones can play above average, I personally believe the Colts are going to be a playoff team, and I would not be surprised to see them win the AFC South. Obviously, not a whole lot of, juggernauts in that division. The Texans have been running it for the past couple years, but a lot of that's just because of, they've won by default, essentially. They've finished above 500. It's pretty much all you have to do in the AFC South. After what we saw with the Texans on Sunday, again, it is week one. You don't want to overreact, but the Colts look like a team that is poised to take that division. Again, only after 60 minutes of football, long way to go.